In my last videos, I told you about how I packed up my life and then hit the road heading straight back home to northern Canada, where I got prepared for my next big adventure, and from there I found myself in Southeast Asia for the first time in my life, in the beautiful city of Bangkok. I'm not gonna lie, it feels really good to be in an airport again and on to some new adventures. I feel like airports are my happy place. Airplanes also my happy place, because I know I'm going to new destinations every time I'm doing it. I've had a layover here in Vancouver, made it straight from Calgary early this morning, and after this next flight I'll be in San Francisco for about 6 hours, and then I'm on to my first 17-hour flight of my entire life from San Francisco to Singapore. Being en route to discover new destinations in the world, especially cultures that I've never experienced, just sets my soul on fire, and it's just the absolute best feeling. This was very cool, coming into San Francisco, landing beside another plane. I crashed hard on my last flight. I was so tired. I slept through the whole thing from literally when the plane took off to when it landed. Now I have a 6-hour layover in San Francisco before I get on my 17-hour flight to Singapore, and I decided it only made sense to buy a day pass to a lounge. It was 100 Canadian dollars about, and then I have all the food and drinks that my little heart desires for the next 6 hours. I have tables to work at, charging stations, super quiet and peaceful. I just think it's the best way to go to prep myself for the next big flight. It was actually a super cozy lounge, and I loved the view because it's always fun watching planes take off and land. Everyone's on their next big adventure in life, and of course I had to help myself to that salad bar because those salads were perfection. Got my little vino tinto, all my stuff charging, and then I got some work done, because that's the best part about these layovers, is it gives you time to get some stuff done. I am so incredibly tired, and we're only like an hour and a half in. And the plane is pretty crowded, and these seats are really small. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get some sleep because I'm exhausted. The snacks were alright. I just basically spent my time sleeping, and then I would wake up, watch movies, check the map to see how far we are. Little by little, we were getting closer, and I do have to say, I think breakfast was my absolute favorite meal on the whole flight, because this one was pretty good. And here's a top tip for you. When you get those buns or the croissant and they're cold, and same with the butter, put it on top of your warm food and it heats it up. And it also heats up the butter, so it's not like a rock when you're trying to put it on. After the longest flight of my life, I'm exhausted. I then arrived to Singapore and had a very quick layover in Singapore. Then Singapore to Jakarta. I get to Jakarta after 2 days of traveling to find out they lost my bag, which sucks. So now I'm flying to Bangkok in a couple hours with no bag. I do have to say, the best meal I've had on the airline on this trip so far was on Singapore Airlines. I got this really delicious noodle dish. It was so good. I'm having a quick juice. I actually got a soursop juice without sugar because I don't like sugar in my juice, but soursop is so good for you, and I was super excited to see it on the menu. And it's my birthday today, which is also exciting. I'm already feeling the nostalgia of being in a new country, and I'm literally just in the airport in Jakarta, but that nostalgia is coming in strong. I'm officially on my last flight of this trip, and I'm so excited. This is my last flight. I'm so tired. It's been a long couple days, and not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed about my luggage, but I have faith that I'm gonna get it tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure what happened was it got stuck in Singapore because my flight was late. So there was literally only 45 minutes between connection. I barely even got to check in for my last flight coming from Singapore to Jakarta. So I'm pretty sure that's where the bag got lost. Luckily, I have some stuff in my carry-on, like clean underwear and at least a change of clothes and just some necessities. So that's good. This AirAsia flight is a discount airline, so they don't provide food, but you can buy food for purchase. So I did buy some rice and veggies, which actually were pretty good for plain food, and with some green tea, it was a hit the spot. I officially got to Bangkok. As soon as the plane landed, I turned on my eSIM, which worked like a charm, and got the best news ever. They found my bag. It's now in Jakarta, and they're gonna send it over this way tomorrow. I'll tell you what, my best idea yet was to arrange a driver to pick me up at the airport. I highly recommend that because it's way more stress-free. You're not trying to navigate a new city in the dark. You just get in and go. It feels so good to finally be done all those traveling. I mean, 5 flights later and 1 lost bag, and I'm here. But I got the cutest room, and I booked into a hostel. I particularly picked a hostel with a private room so that, you know, I could meet some other travelers, meet more people. I always like doing that when I first get to a place. It just like eases your way into things. I got another message from Singapore Airlines, and they said my bag will be delivered right here to where I'm staying, which is awesome. Hopefully tomorrow, they said. Just depends on what time the bag arrives and what time the office here closes. For sure the day after tomorrow. So I'm so happy that I got all my stuff in this little carry-on. Check out my little room, it's so cute. Okay, so outside my door is this little like garden view, which is very cute. And then air conditioning, yeah baby, because I am not used to the humidity again. It always takes me a few days, but this is my cute little bed. And then, yeah, there's like a little mini fridge. Yeah. I'm gonna be seeing you in a few minutes. Went super typical for my first breakfast, and I got Thai scrambled eggs with rice and some coffee. I'm feeling like a brand new person today. I'm actually shocked, 0 jet lag. It's a 14-hour time change from Canada to here, and I thought I was gonna be feeling a lot worse, especially after 3 straight days of travel, but I feel great today. So I figured I'm gonna go check out the sites. At least I'm gonna attempt it, because it says it's 37 degrees right now with like 58% humidity. At this second, I'm standing in the shade, so I feel okay. I don't know how long that's gonna last, so I'm just figuring I should at least check out something. I have a lot of work to get done, but I need to go check out something in Bangkok, so that's what I'm gonna do. I wasn't having any luck finding the train, and it's really hot outside, so I decided to get kind of like a taxi. It's called Grab, and it's almost like the Uber here in Thailand. It was too hot outside. I was melting. This already feels so much better. I ended up coming to this mall called Icon Siam because I'm still adjusting to the heat. I wanted a little bit of air conditioning, and just walking in here, it's really cool. There's a lot to check out, so I'm pretty stoked to be in here. But I decided, as soon as I seen these coconuts, that right there, I had to get one because it's super hydrating, and it's just been so long since I had a fresh coconut. That legit is the sweetest coconut I've ever tasted. Like, it almost could taste like there's sugar in there, but I don't think there is. I just watched them open it. That is super sweet. It's actually home to Bangkok's only indoor floating market, which is very cool, and there's so much in here to check out. Yeah, this is very cool. You dip it in the ink, and then you rate. If you love shopping, then this is definitely the place for that. There was way too many things that I was finding that I liked. But the food market, oh my gosh, the food market is next level. There is so much to try. Realized there's other levels, so I had to explore them. Here's the crazy thing. I literally was downstairs in complete Thai market, and I take an escalator up, and now I'm in what looks like a Western mall. It's everything I would find in Canada. That's so crazy. Actually, it's even more than I would find in a mall in Canada, because I've never seen no Porsche dealership in any of these Canadian malls. So I was pretty amazed to see that. You can get your Versace and your Porsche all at the same time, which is, yeah, pretty cool. And this place is stunning. Everywhere you turn, it's just so lush and so extravagant. It feels luxurious just being in there. Here's something really cool that one of my new Thai friends taught me. In Thai, you don't say how are you, but when you greet someone, you ask them, have you eaten? I've only been here one night. I've already learned one of the typical beers here is Chang beer. It's kind of like a lager. And since I found this beautiful spot, I'm enjoying the view. Since it was my birthday yesterday, this is kind of like my birthday celebrations. I was exhausted when I got here last night, so this is now my birthday celebrations. This is something interesting to say. I found the most beautiful bathroom. I couldn't believe it when I walked in. It was amazing, and the toilets even open up automatically for you. There's a bidet with more settings than a television remote. But really, I was starting to get hungry, so I decided to head back downstairs to the market because I needed to try some of this amazing Thai food. Although there were so many options, endless options, it's actually almost overwhelming because where do you start? Obviously, I do have to try some local food while I'm here in the market. I don't really know what I'm trying. I think if I guess, it's a crepe. I know it has chicken and beef on it, and I think it's a crepe. It looks really cool. Looks quite popular, so I had to give it a go. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It's like super saucy. A little too much sauce for me. I'm not a big saucy person. And yeah, it's not my favorite thing in the world. I honestly think it's just too much sauce. But not bad. I still had room for something else after my crepe, so it was back to the drawing board, back to these amazing amounts of options that, you know, like I said, where do you start? But where do you stop? That's the other question, because there's so much. But these little crab things did catch my eye. It's like a little egg yolk on top, which I found kind of interesting, so I figured gotta give that a go. But walking through here is so much fun. I just totally loved it. There's really good energy and like cool vibes. You can never go wrong with a good food market, especially one like this one. It really just feels so alive, and I feel like I'm just in a totally different world, which I absolutely love. I mean, really though, this is what it's about. This is why I love traveling so much, just to wake up in a totally new place. I dug right into that crab, dipped it in that like sweet and sour sauce, and actually it was really good. This has seriously been the best first day ever, and if I was going to tell you what I liked more, I did like that little crab more than the crepe thing, but once I got below the sauce, the crepe thing was really good. But that little crab-filled shell, I don't know, it didn't just taste like crab, it tastes like minced with something, but it apparently was just crab. Really good, a little spicy, so good. And you just kind of like find a spot, tuck yourself in, and get amongst everyone. I'm already in love with the Thai people, the Thai culture, and I can't wait to get deeper into this country. Another one of the things I love today, among the many things, is I have not been short of people teaching me Thai words. Everyone is, super friendly and very happy to teach me some Thai words. It is such an exciting day. I officially got my bag back, and I opened it up. Everything is there, everything's intact. And I'm just so super grateful that I got it, because this means my little world can turn again. But not only that, it also means now my adventures can officially begin. I am so excited and super grateful.